I'm filming this on my vlog camera, so should I block the window? Whatever, I don't know, this is fine. Hey guys, it's Adrienne Finch, welcome back to my channel. Today, I asked you guys what kind of iPhone videos you wanted to see, and you guys responded saying, what's on my iPhone? Which is slightly like shocking to me only because I feel like I post these videos all the time. But then I looked back at my videos and I haven't posted one for 2 months, which is actually a really long time for me. And my apps are constantly changing, constantly like so indecisive about what's on my phone, but I'm also always discovering new awesome apps. So I'm gonna be showing you guys what's on my iPhone XS Max. That's what I got, that's what we're gonna do. Before we jump into the video, I wanna let you guys know that if you want to go see some fun and fresh content, go check out my second channel. It'll be linked down below. Subscribe. This is more of like my informational channel. That's more of my fun, funky, fresh channel. They're both cool. I don't discriminate. Also, I was looking through my old videos and realized one of my first videos ever was what's on my iPhone 6. It was 3 years ago, so if you guys want to check that out, it's really funny. I actually did a reaction to it video, so I'll link that down below as well. I don't like this bun. Aesthetic. Okay, so when we first get to my homepage, as you probably noticed, it looks different every single time. First, I want to just point out that I love having this situation with these invisible apps where basically all it is you can tell when I'm like about to swipe it that these invisible icons are actually icons that just match up with my background picture. So if you guys want to make one yourself, basically all you do is go to makeover.io. I will put the link down there and on the screen. What you first have to do is like tap and hold one of your icons so that it does this floaty thingy, and then go over to the empty page, take a screenshot of that, and then when you go to makeover.io, you're gonna upload that photo and basically click on the icons that you want to be invisible. And then once you do that, so let's say you click on this one, you push this little middle arrow button and then push add to home screen, add the app, and then you just drag it to the proper place, and that's how you get a good old invisible icon. So that's the first thing I want to point out. So on my homepage, I've been very, very particular lately with only having what I use like constantly on here. I have to sneeze. No, I don't. Oh my god, I hate that. Ah, okay. All of these things I use often. One major change I made was I used to just have a folder called photo and video, and it had all of my photo video editing apps, but there are so many that I would almost forget like what options I had. So I changed it so that on the first page I just have photo filters. These are the 4 apps I use to like first filter my photos. So I have Tezza, Colortone, Lightroom, which I have some presets that I've made, and VSCO, of course. So those are like the top 4 that I would use when I first am trying to like change the color of a photo. So I just thought that really helped like organize those because I would get overwhelmed when I went to go edit an Instagram photo. Sleep Cycle is an alarm app I think I've talked about before. It basically, you set like a half an hour period of time in the morning that you want to wake up, and it tracks your sleep, and when you're in the lightest sleep, it'll wake you up. So that's kind of cool. Okay, another thing I want to talk about, this might not be relevant to everyone, but for anyone who needs to get their personal finances on better track, me. I had literally a 3.5 hour meeting with a financial advisor last week, and he showed me all these amazing apps that I can use. So I'm just gonna run through them really quickly because they seriously are so helpful. Even if you don't make a ton of money, like you're making the most of your money and you're like really budgeting and saving, which is something I just never thought about. So obviously I have my banks at the top, but then I wanna tell you that Mile IQ is a really cool app for like tracking your drives. So basically if you do freelance work or you drive sometimes for like business reasons, like meetings or whatever, you can write those off your taxes. So what this app does is it tracks every single drive you go on, and you can swipe it left for business, right for personal, and it'll track the mileage and basically make that deduction for you on your taxes. So it's just tracking your drives, which I think is super cool. Next, I love the app Tab. The only problem is everyone has to download it in order for it to work. Tab is basically when you go to a restaurant with a bunch of friends, instead of splitting the bill or having one person pay and like Venmoing it, all you do is if everyone downloads Tab, someone's the leader and takes a picture of the receipt, and it digitizes, if that's the word, the receipt, and then every user just clicks on what they got. It automatically tallies the tip and tax, and then everyone you just Venmo the person who led it right from there. So they would just pay with their card and you would just do that. Super, super nice. Capital is an awesome app for saving. So basically if you have a goal that you want to save for example, I just started a savings account. I want to get to $25,000. It's going to take me a while. Basically, I set these rules where every time I get a paycheck, it takes 10% of that paycheck automatically and puts it in this savings account. So I don't even see it, which is super, super nice. So that's also like good for setting goals. Like I want to save for Life is Beautiful or Coachella or some trip. Then basically you can have it do a rule. So you can either have a set and forget forget, which means like every week it'll deposit $5 or something like that, like a constant rule, or the payday rule, which is what I did, where 10%, or you can pick whatever percentage you want, automatically goes into this account. Or the roundup rule, which is that like every time you swipe your card, it'll round up and put all that change. So let's say you swipe it for like $3.50, then it'll put the 50 cents like left over into your savings. I just think that's dope. A dope app. Mint is an app that I'm not gonna open it because it has all my info, but Mint basically takes all your accounts, like your credit cards, your debit cards, your Best Buy credit card, any cards you have, any bank accounts, and it just tracks all your transactions right there. So this has been good for me for a couple of reasons. Number one, I can really just see like how much money I'm spending. So it gives you a total like spending amount, which can scare me a little bit, but I'm someone who just would like avoid it because I didn't want to see it because it scared me. But really in real life, you should maybe like, I don't know, look at it. I also like it because it's a good way to track all your transactions to make sure nothing weird is going on. Like I feel like I have weird things go on sometimes, like weird charges or incorrect charges, and sometimes I don't catch them or look. Like when I pay my credit cards, I don't go look at my statements like every single time, which is really bad. So this is just nice because I feel like it just keeps me accountable. So it's all on one page, and every couple of days without even like thinking about it, I just check it and make sure and see if there's anything weird, like a late fee or something incorrect. So, and then Splitwise is kind of like Tab, but it's like, let's say you're going on a weekend trip with a couple of your girlfriends, guy friends, whatever, and people keep paying for each other's stuff. So what you can do is you would put on there like, oh, I paid for dinner and it was 30 bucks, and everyone joins this one like group. It would be called like Vegas trip. So let's say I put 30 bucks. At the end, it's only stuff that you're splitting evenly among everyone. So like at the end, it'll take like whatever I paid, whatever my friend paid, they paid. It does all the math already for you. So it's like if I am owed $10, but I owe her $5, it'll make her pay me $5. Does that make any sense? You know. Anyway, those are those. And then the rest of the apps are like basically the same. I use Spotify, Instagram all the time, listening to podcasts all the time. I'm actually starting a podcast called Self-Made CEO, and it's for my new business, but shh, it's not really like a thing yet. So I don't know, I'll talk about that more later, but look out for it because it's gonna be great. And then on the second page, I just have all the secondary social media apps I use. I like hardly ever use Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. I know like Twitter's one of those apps that everyone's like, how do you not go on it? And I just don't, I don't know. I love Pinterest only for like certain things. I still have the same fitness apps. Here's a new one though called Strong. You can basically like write in a custom workout. So like I made this where I just put in these different workouts, and then you can like start it and it'll like literally count it down for you. So you can make your own custom thing, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to think if I have anything else that's new. I feel like everything else is like pretty much the same, which makes this video not that interesting. Like all I talked about was money, but I did tell you about the invisible icons thing. But I don't know, just like I'm always constantly trying to clean out my apps from the ones I like don't use that much and add new apps that really just make my life easier. Like there is pretty much an app for everything. So you guys should let me know down below what kind of apps you guys love to use, or like what kind of iPhone videos you want to see. I know I've talked about this 1,000 times, but this is the app that I use to plan my Instagram feed. Oh, I don't have internet right now because my phone's on airplane mode, but whatever. You can like drag around pictures and see how it looks on your feed, which is cool. So yeah, that's kind of my freaking phone. Well, that's what's on my iPhone. Really riveting video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel and my new Fun and Fresh channel, and follow me on Instagram if you would like. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.